Heat is only in the mind. Right now, it's freezing. I wish we had more clothes on because it's free. Only in the mind.
Welcome to Snipe Life, where we break down Christian media and try to make scripture easier to digest for you. And today we're talking about the feeding of the 5,000 yet again, but today we're talking about you, the people who were at the feeding of the 5,000. We've got a ton of pictures and video, behind the scenes interviews, so make sure that you stick around to the end. But I want to ask you one specific thing. If you were at the feeding of the 5,000, here's the rules for you. Find yourself in this footage, in any of these photos, and I want you to tag the timeline in this video. So if you're at 2 minutes and 35 seconds, all you need to do is comment below the @ 2 minutes and 35 seconds, and then type what you look like so that we can all find you and kind of put names to faces. We would love to do that. It's kind of like a mini scavenger hunt. But anyway, make sure you stick around to the end because we've got plenty of interviews from you guys that were at the feeding of the 5,000, and we've got a special interview from Ryan, one of the writers of the show as well. So please stick around.
Filling in this whole field right here. In between my team, they'll stop you at the border. And again, everybody should be able to reach your arms out in all directions. and not touch anyone in front of you or to your side. Very good, very good. Come on in, everybody. Anybody around us. That's our goal. We're going to fill in this whole field. Oh, yes. And as you are coming in, please hide your lanyards. We don't want to see any lanyards. So if you can stow those in your bags or in your pockets, please hide your lanyards. And once you find your places, again, we're going to stay standing for a minute, and then we'll all sit down together. And you're all going to be facing where I am. Where I'm standing down here with the microphone is where we're going to be facing, okay? So as you come in and find your spots, this is where you'll be looking.
Same thing we just did. Let's roll sound. Rolling. Camera set. And action. That's a cut. That's a cut. Give yourselves a hand. There's a one-take wonder. So first team, you can head back over here and go down to the tents. Background, hold tight for just a second. I'm going to give you a back up here for me. So first team, come back over to the jib for me, please.
Heat is only in the mind. Right now, it's freezing. I wish we had more clothes on because it's free. Only in the mind.
So how has your experience been with The Chosen?
Oh, it's been great.
Yeah?
Yeah, our daughter introduced us to The Chosen about a year and a half ago.
Yeah?
And I binge watched the first season like 2 or 3 days.
Wow.
And then I said, oh, Francis, you got to see this.
Yeah.
So ever since then, we were big fans. and
Yeah.
We decided, hey, let's pay it forward at this level so we can be part of the feeding of the 5,000.
Yeah.
So we're here, and yeah, we love it.
Yeah. What days have you been here? Just today?
No, we arrived on Monday in the area, and we were part of the Tuesday, the hot crowd.
Okay.
When they kind of didn't have the bus ride all figured out yet.
Right.
Took us a couple hours to get into the bus, but then we were off yesterday, and then happy to be here today.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm Allison.
Annie.
Awesome, so cool. Well, my name's Brandon. Like I said, we have a YouTube channel called The Snipe Life, and we talk about behind the scenes of The Chosen and all that kind of stuff. How are you guys enjoying your time so far?
It's been amazing.
Yeah?
A little hotter than it was last year.
Yeah, for sure. What has been your favorite part?
Definitely getting to see Jesus.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome. What got you guys into The Chosen in the first place?
My mentor is a super fan. She's 77. So she's in the medic tent because she couldn't handle the heat, but she has been, backing it from the beginning, got me into it. We came the first time for the Sermon on the Mount, froze our butts off. Now we're frying our butts off here for the feeding of the 5,000. But I love that it brings Jesus to life and makes him relational and real and relatable. Whereas sometimes you can just read the black and white letters on the page in the Bible and it not really feel real or like you can relate. But he makes this relatable by filming it this way. You get to see him in real life.
Awesome.
Yes, I'm a Christian counselor and actually give all of my clients homework is to watch The Chosen.
That's awesome.
Yep.
I say the same thing. Something that we talk about a lot on our channel is I think that watching the show should be something that we do because it helps us to like you said, kind of make it alive. But I think it helps us to dive into scripture as well. For sure. and really make that our priority because we see these things and we're like, well, how did it actually happen?
Then when you read it, you're like, oh, I know what that looked like because you got to see it.
Yeah. Well, we're here with Ryan Swanson, who is one of the lead writers on The Chosen, obviously doing amazing work. It's one of my favorite things about the show is the writing, how it's logical, how it makes sense, and how really it's a lot scripturally more accurate than a lot of other shows that we've seen. Now, we were talking earlier, you were having this conversation with Vanessa, actually. Could you explain to us a little bit about what you're thinking about with the number of people, the feeding of the 5,000, a little bit of that, how you're talking about it earlier?
At a certain point, it occurred to me that, like, the bread lasted. And now, look, now we've got double the people we had before.
Yeah.
We're moving towards triple the number of people we had before, and the bread lasted.
Yeah.
And it's just now like the spectacle becomes something that's spiritual.
Yeah. In scripture, we see the 5,000 men, but in reality, it was probably more like 10, 15,000 people. And yeah, it's just nuts to think about just the miracles that Jesus did, and the things that happened with the disciples. And sometimes it's just mind-boggling. It's something that we can't think about. And I think something that Dallas said earlier too really stuck out to me, and that's it was about the food, yes, but it's more about the spiritual food and how he was teaching them and how he was loving them and everything with that. So it's just really cool to kind of see that and visualize it.
Absolutely. That's such a good point. You make such a good point. We think about that while we're writing, and I forgot about it today until you reminded me just now that 5,000, that was just the men.
Yeah.
The women and the children. And we see them out here today. There are children.
Yeah.
People brought their families.
Yeah.
It's a remarkable thing.
It was hot, but it was good. We did a lot of good stuff.
What was your favorite part?
Probably when the disciples decided to run around all the crowd. Hyped us up a little bit. Definitely worth it. The show is worth everything.
The day was amazing. It was great to see all the crowds, all the energy. Dallas was amazing, all the cast and crew. Took great care of us. The heat was not an issue, and it was just a blessing to be here and met a lot of new people and excited to see season 3 come out.
What was your favorite part?
Oh gosh, I think probably yesterday, the evening shots, just the intimacy of being close to the actors and taking the bread from them and just feeling the energy and the passion that they have for what they're doing and the impact that this series is having on the world. It's not just local, it's the world. It's changing the world.
Yeah. And last thing, was it worth it?
Absolutely. We'll do it all over again, without umbrellas even.
Yes, and I got to meet Yoshi.
It was absolutely amazing.
How was your time here?
It was absolutely wonderful. It was wonderful to know that we were persevering for a good cause, because this is a wonderful cause.
What was your favorite part?
I love Jonathan's prayer. It was powerful. Yes, and the fires.
Was it worth it?
Yes, it was. It's worth it all. I'm a chosen-aholic. I share it with the world. I share it with strangers coming out of restaurants, going into restaurants. I just want everybody watching The Chosen.
Well, actually, the wedding.
The wedding was very
sharp.
cool.
Can you explain that? What happened?
Well, two people spontaneously just came up and said, we're getting married, and asked everyone to join them. And we had such a good time, and people brought flowers for them and put a headdress on her, and it was just a beautiful time. They blew the shofar for them.
Last question, was it worth it?
Yes.
Every single minute was great.
Everything that
I even got prayed
that we
for,
put
and that was
into
just so
getting
cool.
here, staying here, everything else, this was priceless.
Thanks so much for watching this video. This last week in Texas for us was actually amazing. We met so many people and had such a great time. But for you guys, there's a ton more content out on our channel, so make sure you go check out the rest of our Feeding of the 5,000 videos, including a long video, all from the disciples just being able to speak their heart and thank the audience for what they do. So check that one out.